It's hard. The camera's not a mirror. This is so weird. Yeah, no. I think it's cool that we're starting off on Inferno. It's good to set the tempo right away.
Yeah.
A lot of things to talk about as well in terms of the storylines. Obviously, Twist now the last North American. He knocked out his old team yesterday.
Yes.
As FaZe took the victory over Liquid in that series. It was a great second map. First map was a little lackluster on Mirage. But then you also have to look at the fact that Kerrigan, who's the in-game leader, has been in and out of this lineup, has dropped off. Challenger stage, he looked so good, and then now we think he's, what, 0.08 something or 0.7 something?
It's not great. It's not ideal, but the land buff for the rest of the players on the FaZe side of things is an absolute beautiful beast. Olaf has been playing great, and look at this FaZe, already going to start things out with aggression. Rain is pushing down, and Virtus.pro has no idea just yet. Flashbang a little bit is going to force him away. YEKINDAR's looking backwards. Oh, and there's the peek, but Rain knows his target's at ramp. They lose all the duels, and Twist, he's feeling lonely. broky steps up next, and finally he gets something done, but is it enough to recover?
Not enough yet. Olaf's backing up because he knows there's a chance that this happens. That Flit, the man who stepped into this lineup just before the Major, could be making major steps toward the site, and he'll catch off Olaf with a great shot in the head, leaving us with just broky. And this man desperately wants to make it through to a legend stage, get that stage performance. That's taking the spotlight as he takes down Flit, but bomb does get planted on B. Bomb and kits usually go hand in hand. There is one inside of Banana as we see it now, and Buster's going to be guarding it as broky. Still not even sure where he can go in this situation. Needs to isolate. Now, hang on, because this becomes a problem. If he finds that kill, the flank is, this is an isolate. Jame knows it. Okay, Jame's going to run back. That's smart, because if he had isolated Jame there, he actually has a chance to go for that, but instead he's going to back away and save. Also
intelligently planted for CT spawn, so YEKINDAR, who is playing on rap side of mid, like in any kind of dangerous situation, yeah, you just see the angle that he's going to get in the post plant. So pistol round goes to Virtus.pro. It's a cool idea, right? That aggression on the pistol round, maybe you catch him off guard, maybe trying to set the tone, but when you get all the way down to the base of mid and you've had nothing and you see no contact, you don't get any of the fights you want, it starts to feel a little uncomfortable. You start to feel like you're in a really tough place because there's so many ways in which the T side can entrap you in that position, and Virtus.pro handles the aggression perfectly.
Well, we look over on the FaZe side. There is Mr. broky.
Mr. broky to you?
Yes. Dr. broky to some. He's a bit surgical. Usually he's removing body parts, not putting them back on. Latvian laser.
Latvian laser. That's not bad. Might be seeing some of that action later. Exciting player to watch. He's picked up an M4 into the round with that 3 kills, giving the money necessary. And actually, that kit could come into play. Deagles and a pair of smokes for the rest of the FaZe side of things. Not a whole lot of ability to delay the round and stall the round out for FaZe with only the 2 smokes left. But those Deagles can do work, as we've seen a number of times. Hall's presence, as Virtus.pro just takes basic map control.
Kerrigan trying desperately to fire that Deagle inside the smoke toward top mid. Even getting around the corner at this point. Just desperate, isn't he? Just having some fun. Why not? M4 yet to be put into play. Whoa, now it is. broky's got Flit down. He's going to rotate it back as well off of the graveyard position. And with Kerrigan's call from earlier, he knows they're likely going to be funneled that side. It's got 2.5 kills. He did all the damage for Kerrigan to close out against YEKINDAR, and it stays in the round. What a response from the CTs so far. And from broky to step it up. He has all but 1 kill for his team, and he was involved in that one as well. His kicker goes back over toward the B site. It's broky that's on the rotation already as well. Bombs at the bottom side of Banana, so they are arriving in time. Rain's got to be a little bit careful with just that Deagle to play with, but is there utility? 1 smoke left for Kicker. He hasn't put it down. They might now. He's gotten a cross, and he knows he has to cover that as they come from CT. Want to isolate Rain in the process. A little bit slow to react, Rain. That almost looks like a clean click, but oh my goodness, broky again. He's showing that he wants to be on the stage. Rain was slow, but broky goes back through the smoke, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's all good. broky gave him such a huge advantage, even, yeah, with Rain being a little bit slow on the trigger. It doesn't even matter whatsoever. That's a great round from broky, delivering all the early kills and a good double peek from him and Kerrigan to find a third. A brilliant turn of events, and shout out to broky for saving on that pistol round with those 3 kills.
Yeah, absolutely. He keeps the kid up. Not that it came into play really as much.
Yeah, he didn't need it. He killed everyone.
He again, I said it, he has all but 1 kill for his team right now. The score is 1-1. He has 7 kills and 1 assist. Pretty insane start for him.
Yeah, it's wonderful stuff. Now it's going to be Virtus.pro on the back foot. No armor picked up behind these Deagles. No utility either. So looking for fights like this. Important to note the last series, as we mentioned, these two played back in the Challenger stage for FaZe to qualify over to this Legend stage that we're completing today. YEKINDAR in that series had a tough time finding entries. He ended on the negative side of things, -3 in opening duels. And obviously Virtus.pro would like to have that stat go the opposite direction. Such an impactful player, YEKINDAR, if he can get going and provide some things early on in the rounds.
Ooh. YEKINDAR trying to tag up the high side of Banana. That was Rain that he touched inappropriately with the Deagle, but it's Kerrigan that slides out, and before the smoke blooms, he's able to get Buster down as well. So good hold so far from FaZe inside of Banana. We've already got one team through, Entropic. They certainly were a factor in this tournament and spoiled a few people. Definitely had the potential to do so again today, but Vitality make it through. It'll be either FaZe or Virtus.pro, and then you've got a real spicy one because Copenhagen Flames have been absolutely living up to the name. They've been red hot, and they could deny NIP a home major. We would have no Swedes in the final if they don't win that series, and I don't think that's as safe as people might think. So Kicker, back to this one. We'll get a shot with the Deagle that makes this round not as safe as others might think. James got Kerrigan down as well, but Twist back inside of the site will take down Kicker, and now other people are getting kills because they have to. Broky's dead in this one.
Jame needs to die before the timer goes out. I think he should. I'm sure Olaf is just going to take this fight. Here's the footsteps. Now he's got a big advantage. So Virtus.pro with those Deagles able to get 2 kills down, force a couple of rebuys. Nothing crazy that's going to dent the economy of FaZe, just, you know, barely keeping it in check. And what does Virtus.pro want to bring forward in this? They can rebuy some of those pistols, some of the Deagles. A little bit of utility to get things going. You can see the flashbang picked up by Jame. And Virtus.pro, after the year they've had, they would love to have this major. The rise this year has been very impressive, and even with the change of Flit right before this began, hold the thought, YEKINDAR opening duel. He's got that one, almost a second, but he creates the opportunity for Flit. Rain does get a double, but now an M4 is picked up. He can press the issue. They have no smoke for the choke point is the tough part for Virtus.pro. This is going to be a battle if they try and cross, and Flit has the bomb in hand. If he goes down, all of a sudden, that bomb would have to be recovered. Twist slipped by without them realizing, and he should be able to clean things up. Manages the Galil nicely. 3-1 is going to be the score for FaZe, and Jame just trying to come in late to the action. A flank, but everyone from FaZe is already here at the B-bomb site.
Absolutely are. Yeah, that's a brilliant play from Twist to get back in position, deny that bomb plant, make sure no additional income can be achieved or attained by Virtus.pro.
And they had to take that fight towards CT. They had to try and get as many players to be able to cross safely. There was really no other option, and Twist was just able to pounce on it from a different angle they didn't expect. broky finishes things off. Round 5 going to come in, and Virtus.pro are going to get the AK-47s on the board. They're going to get the rifles in hand. Yeah,
and this is going to be huge for them to try and turn this back. Obviously, it's so crazy how many ecos can be won right now with this current money system. I mean, even in the last game, you heard them talking about the fact that, I believe, maybe it was in the green room. I was about to say you heard Dan and James, but I think it was actually in the green room. We talked about Maniac, how, you know, you've made all these other rounds sort of more fair in this sort of mechanic of the money system and keeping games closer, but you've actually made it so breakable at the start when an eco happens. Especially, I know that specifically goes to the bomb plant down on the T side, but now we'll go to gun rounds. Now we get a little more normal and an AWP on both sides. Who else other than Jame, Jason?
Yeah. See what he's able to do with it. Aggression in holes. Twist and Olaf want to put the stop to any kind of holes control. Chance against YEKINDAR. He swings in. It was slow. Twist got to see the leg before the body showed up, and that gave him all the advantage he needed. Molotov to cover his retreat, and even Olaf's going to back off as well. They got everything they wanted. The opening kill, and YEKINDAR is down. And Virtus.pro starting to run out of utility as Kickert peeks into the B bomb site, where Rain is going to rotate in as broky comes in support.
James just waiting it out down at the bottom side of middle, has his AWP ready to go. YEKINDAR just sitting this one out. No one really stepping forward and getting these massive amount of frags yet for Virtus.pro. They need an opening. That's what James is going to try and do, but all 4 toward Banana. Both CTs, by the way, are in the back of the site. You've got Emo and Nubox positions at this point and no boost. So broky's going to be stuck in the corner after the shot. Nearly stepped around the fountain in the wrong position, but now he holds off of the pillar, and Kerrigan gets brought through. Goes directly into the smoke, knowing his teammates have him distracted, and between the two smokes, It is going to be Kerrigan that finds his way between and beyond to find not only one kill, but baits himself. I'm sure he didn't mean to do that exactly, but baits himself so broky can get down Jame. No saving the op that time.
Nice rotation, an easy read. Kerrigan coming over as that third defender before Virtus.pro ever able to get the hit off in any kind of clean fashion. FaZe doing a good job getting the opening kill with a little bit of aggression and then finding a way to get into the right position. 4 players survive and money can start growing for the FaZe side. Virtus.pro is going to call their first time out. Losing bonus for them is building up, and this round they'll have to sit it out. A little bit of a lower buy, a weaker buy with pistols, utility.
We look in on the FaZe camp. Kerrigan naturally leading by
Chatty Cathy.
Chatty Cathy, I was going to say his vocal, typical vocal ways, but yeah, if you just want to, poke some fun at the guy, Jason, that's fine. You savage.
Here we go. Previously, remember, YEKINDAR almost got that double entry towards the B bomb site earlier. That might have been something. They can do work with these pistols. Tech 9 on YEKINDAR, so he wants the extra mobility when he decides to take a fight of his choosing. But no one from Virtus.pro even messing with Banana. No one even at the ramp, really. It's just Buster hanging out with the bomb. He's going to let his teammates do most of the work. He's got to smoke if they do want to fall back to the B bomb site later on. He's saving his smoke to be able to take control of Banana and perhaps get off and execute into the bomb site. FaZe trying to find a timing and holes with the double nade. And I think Virtus.pro is just positioning to take bracket control, see what you can find. Maybe you find a pick, but you're just showing FaZe that you have control of this map so that they have to be concerned about it. Could even be a split towards the B bomb site.
It could potentially go through arch. They check the cubby. I thought Kerrigan was going to get, excuse me, that Twist was going to get the better of that, but YEKINDAR gets the kill. Kerrigan only manages 1 from Library, and they'll take that rifle back over YEKINDAR. Throwing it off to his teammate, remains on 6 HP, and I don't think the split is the case now, Jason, although enough time they could go back to B if they wanted, but I don't think it'll be by way of a split, and I think it'll be in desperation if they don't find picks here. They still want to take the site directly and Olaf. Ooh, his timing does get YEKINDAR, but missed one that already slid by, so they have to be aware of it. broky checks it instead. The AWP makes no mistake, and he's got coverage behind as they rotate into toward Library. All the focus goes toward exactly where Buster remains. No bomb plant, 5-1 FaZe.
Yeah, and 5-1, but you got to give all the props over to broky. Obviously, there's been some great calls for the team of FaZe as well, but broky starting this game out on the right foot. His incredible performance in the second round to convert that after losing the pistol. He's 12-3 in the opening completed 6 rounds. That's massive. Still with the op in hand. Bit more nades to work with for the Virtus.pro attack. Buster is going to be leading the way towards the banana take as some deep nades down mid come in. And he even backs off. Don't want to mess with the utility. James taking a lot of damage early. 20 HP.
Twist going back around this time with the M4 A1S.
Just going to set up some B aggression. You can see, obviously, Kerrigan and Rain already kind of peeking out. Twist is more of an insurance policy, and he's got utility if they need it to help cover their retreat. When this smoke fades, though, Rain and Kerrigan are looking for the fight.
This is huge. They don't know that he's here. They haven't used utility either. He gets one through the wall. Got away with it because that could have been a huge lineup, but Kerrigan will play off of it. Problem now is he has to get back inside of the site at some point safely. Smoke went deep and desperate, and Kerrigan actually knows that might give him a chance. And oh, an opportunity and an op staring him down. Jame, low HP 20. In fact, could have been clipped by a stray from that Galil at that point in time, but nearly caught Kerrigan himself as he jumped up rather boldly to face the site.
Well, this duel is everything. This is, if broky goes down here, Flick can find this kill. If broky sees it, oh yeah, he was really edging into that peak, and it gave broky all the information. And now
that booty too fat.
Yeah, for sure. Too many squats. And these Virtus.pro players are on opposite sides of the map. YEKINDAR, ooh, one more kill. He could have pulled everyone away. And actually, Jame has an open bomb site if he wants to go for it. There's no way he hears. Olaf's footsteps, but
I think Olaf's gonna check banana and he turns there.
yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Oh,
but it's Jame. All right, never mind. Yep, never mind. Time's done. Thank you, Jame. Another great opportunity to the AWP. Well done. And Jane of meme fame, everyone.
It obviously looks really, really silly from our perspective.
Yes.
You got to remember, he obviously doesn't know that the bomb site is clear. If he'd known Olaf had been fully rotated away and no one was going to be anywhere in pit, no one was going to be anywhere behind the box in the site.
Yeah, I was being a little
No,
rude.
it's fun. Let's work our way into the memes. I'm just, you know. He would have obviously planted that bomb if he had the knowledge that only we are privy to. And prioritizing the AWP. He's got $0 though, as he doesn't get any of the losing bonus for surviving the round without a plant. Deep nades, deep utility, and a headshot through the smoke. You could not see that one coming. Twist goes down hard. The danger now is actually James off. I mean, look, he's known obviously to be a little bit more of a passive player. But that one kill is going to provide some gaps in the defense. If Virtus.pro can figure out where they are, if they can create them with a bit of pressure. Jame is looking for someone to get information in lane.
Shot out Kerrigan is able to get YEKINDAR falling back. He's aware that Jame wants to come out from boiler position. Kerrigan will go down, and all the bodies are at the top side of mid underneath the BMW logo. Kicker's going to make sure he gets the smoke down just so we can get toward that M4. Smartly, Olaf, wise as he is always, is able to sit back inside of the pit and not give up the site yet.
Talk about the trust you have in an experienced player like Olaf Meister. He's alone in pit. The other two players from FaZe have rotated. They're both at the B bomb site. Excuse me, just one of them rotated. And now broky's going to start getting aggressive, a deep angle down banana. That might allow Rain to come back, but again, it's going to be all on Olaf Meister to provide something. He's got to stay alive. And there's no utility, there's no Molotov to flush him out of position. Flit is just going to try and hold off the peak. There it is from Olaf. They now know his position, but they're coming in from Rap side, and he's going to play passive and stay alive.
So Rain waits to give Olaf some space. No smoke directly in front of him. Flash out. Does that give the peek toward Graveyard? No. And it's Buster that waits above with the deagle in hand. As Rain slides down that wall, his head becomes quite the valuable target. broky, however, spots it up. Good positioning to get back around with the Tech 9. AWP still in that position, has Flit down below to worry about as he's picked up that gun himself. And Kicker gone. He's got it all to do. Misses the first shot. That should spell the end of him, and it does. Olaf gets the kill. And again, that's why you wait at pit. That's why, even though you can see the bomb plant, you still control so much of the post-plant situation.
Yeah, if Olaf doesn't control pit, I don't think broky has nearly as much confidence with the AWP to take the avenue through halls to join up with him. You know, if you're an opper and you're thinking someone is playing at the broken wall, if the T side has control of pit, that's a very tough battle. But I mean, the freedom to just kind of march up with the Tech 9, clear out Graveyard for your team, it's well played. So smart decisions, experienced decisions from multi-major winner Olaf Meister. 6-round lead for FaZe. Virtus.pro's map pick as well. That was a 4-on-5 converted. Ooh, that nade. I don't know if he was aiming for the small pit, but you look, it all works.
Still waiting Jame to try and find the angle, find a shot. Kicker. Oh, okay. Just us a little bit there. Thought maybe he had a problem, but he's not. He's still moving. 58 HP as he gets further up the position inside of Banana to the half wall now as Twist is going to rotate it around, and they'll go for the boost on Rain. So not only do they have a boost, they have some support with Twist in this position, but he's not convinced and not compelled to stay. In fact, perhaps told to rotate back over by Kerrigan, given that there's been no further action on the site. 7-1, though, is a pretty ridiculous start from FaZe in this series. And again, I mentioned this because they already won 2 maps in a best-of-3 in the Challengers stage against Virtus.pro.
Smoke at the B bomb site is going to force Virtus.pro to reconsider their options. Although content to just wait for it. Utility spent towards the bomb site. I think they want to bait out a reaction and they at least get the smoke. That's going to be there until about 20 seconds left in the round. And there's no pressure, no noise, no presence at the 8 bomb site. I imagine you'll start to see broky cheating. Yeah, he's just going to run towards the arch right now.
He's not allowed to cheat.
Here's the
What's his back doing?
Here comes the hit, Matt. All the Molotovs in the sky.
Well, the nade's going down to try and deter and disarm, but it's not going to work. They walk right by those, and Kerrigan blinded up, couldn't get the shot, but Rain is the one that's elevated above, and so much damage as well onto Flit. The problem now is broky's also smoked off and found inside of that smoke by an AK. The AWP can't do much, and they'll try and force the issue. They'll try and push the matter. They've got lots of money on this FaZe side. They've been efficient. They're going to go, but the gun barrel shows. Easy shot for Flit, and it's Twist that at least gets him back. AK-47, let's go. He's not going to pull a Jame. And perhaps he'll rely on his aim, as YEKINDAR is the one to find at new boxes. Couple of taps. He could just take them down with the bomb. That would be beneficial in this situation as well, because the money is set for Virtus.pro, but he's revealed he's already toward Banana, and maybe he thinks they've already slipped out from Ruins, so backs off instead. YEKINDAR, got to be a little bit careful, but if he gets inside of Ruins with 100 HP, he'll be just fine, and he is. Bang. 6 HP left.
Twisted everything he could there in that clutch. 1 versus 3, first kill, and he's probing into the bomb site, hoping he's given a peek, hoping he's given the opportunity, but Virtus.pro hold their nerve and just backs away, because actually Twist doesn't have a lot of money. He's the one player, and he would have required a drop if he went down at the end of the round, and that's a surefire way to really chew into your team's economy. broky's presence, he doesn't get a kill, but he really kind of enables Rain to get the double. They killed Kerrigan already. They saw the second player hurt his presence behind the smoke over at Coffins, and you could see a couple players looking in that direction gave Rain free kills from the back.
Nade over top of the half wall. Deep incendiary as well. They may not know Kickard is this close, especially with smoke being, yep, exactly that, Kickard. That is perfect, especially with that deep smoke being deployed to extinguish the flames. That was just enough of a tell to say, actually, we don't have any Banana. Sorry, guys, we're not here. And Kickard gets baited in by a bit of smart utility from his team.
Man, yeah, they should press the issue here. They should just go take over that B bomb site. Double kill as well. An entire magazine spammed. And that was all the opportunity Kickard needed. So FaZe a little bit sloppy there, not realizing someone had pushed up towards the half wall. They never even cleared it. Rain and Kerrigan go down for free, and it's a free plant, a free round for Virtus.pro, a third one on the board. So fighting back now. FaZe gets out to a hot start, but Virtus.pro is strung 2 together. And starting to take back some of that momentum and some of that control.
So 7-3, 2 on the bounce, and we said the money was fine enough for FaZe last round that they could pursue a few exits, as we saw Twist try and do this time. It's very much not the case. And spread out all over the map. They've left one in the site, thankfully, Buster, to make sure that no one will bust the mood and bust a move on that bomb like a ninja. But everyone on the CT side just staying put, waiting this one out. So FaZe will be able to force around this for one more buy at least. But 7 rounds is, this isn't, you go 7-4, you break that money down, you go 7-5. This isn't that far gone, really, right now, as Virtus.pro turn the tables in this map.
No, they would obviously love to get FaZe into a breaking point and be able to win one of those rounds. But this is also where FaZe, if you're looking at your money, this is perhaps where you start playing a little bit more conservatively. If you have one of those rounds where the retake is right on the edge of possible, you might choose to save just to preserve money and continually fight with weapons. So Virtus.pro, yeah, finding ways to claw back into this. Way more aggressive in these past few rounds at taking Banana. Obviously, the double kill in the previous is going to give him some confidence. A timing nade for Kerrigan. It could be perfect. They want to go for an explosion. All 5 players from Virtus.pro here. They're going to turn this corner. They're probably going to beat this Molotov as well.
Has to throw it close, but Kickard's already by. Flashed up, no shot back from CT. Rain got a little bit of damage in, but Kerrigan staying alive. How is he still alive? They're going to go through the smoke side. No, they're not. I thought they were just going to rush him down through the smoke side, expecting that he would be looking the other direction. Instead, though, they do take him down by way of execution style on the entrance of the site. Rain trying to do what he can. Knows that AWP is sticking off of James back, and bomb not planted. Drop down over the ledge as well. It sits in water as Flit responds in terms of kills, but not in terms of impact, because with that bomb down, they've got to put Buster in that position. 51 seconds is an ample amount of time, and it means more time as that bomb will be conceded. That Olaf can get on the flank. Flit goes hunting, however, and he spots him up first. AK through the wall, damaging. That nade menacing. As Flit goes down to 34, they're going to know he's weak, and they're going to hold him and contain him at the top of Banana. 3 players at this point. They could force the issue all day long. Olaf's low on HP, though. He doesn't want to go too early, and Flit's almost going to pre-fire. That's actually pretty smart. He baits out a few steps, tries to hold his attention, because if he went first, Flit's just going to spray transfer to his right and hope for a lucky headshot.
Yeah, again, experience of Olaf. He knows he's got him beat. He knows there's no way he can actually win that round. The only opportunity for Flit there was to have taken a decision earlier to get aggressive against Olaf Meister and at least clear out his flank so then he could just turn around and handle the B bomb site. Good job from FaZe. They have answers for everything. Rain sacrificing himself essentially to overextend and stop that bomb plant, makes the flank more impactful, forces more eyeballs from Virtus.pro to pay attention elsewhere instead of Olaf's position in Banana. And FaZe respond immediately. They maintain a 5-round lead. Oh. Now the nade's just getting painful. Buster's brought down to 46 HP. Twist drops a Molotov over to the B defenders to ensure that they can have all the utility that they need until the end of the round. And Virtus.pro still looking for the answers.
Rain waiting at the tree is going to make sure that he's able to support Kerrigan, but likewise, Kerrigan's going to make sure that his teammate can get out of that position should the time come he needs to. AWP in position. Double scopes it. Obviously had an inkling that they were going to be there. Probably Rain even would have heard that and heard the stuttering of the steps that he was going to peek, so absolutely ready was Kerrigan, and Rain through the smoke will take down YEKINDAR as well. YEKINDAR's up to 7 kills. He's been doing much better to find the entries this game now that Virtus.pro have come alive, but another round that FaZe has a 2-man advantage.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing now is, well, actually, Kerrigan was pushed out with the AWP. He could have stuck around if he wanted, and Rain could have rotated away, but with low HP, they'll boost him up. Allows Kerrigan to be a little bit mobile, even dropping the Molotov over to Rain for if a hit does come in eventually. 3-on-3 here at the A-bomb site. 20 seconds on the clock. This is definitely the finishing move for Virtus.pro. And Twist is going to defend inside the bomb site. Olaf deep, but the flashbangs are perfect. Flit can't get the follow-up. And again, Olaf, this position, stay alive, lure them in. That might be a bit much from broky, but Olaf is still going to get one. And into a 2-on-1 we go. Oh, but no bomb plant, not in time. And Jame is forced to save, even with one final kill.
Yeah, and this one's not his fault. He did try and go for that bomb plant. Time ran out on Virtus.pro, however, and it's 9-3. That could have been a huge round for them to take back. Instead, they suffer because that AWP becomes even more valuable in the sense that no money for Jame. However, of course, I will say it's reasonably okay. $2,900 versus $4,750 saves by having that AWP.
I mean, this is just a good, that round especially is just a very good showing of kind of the double-edged sword nature of this kind of slow play style. You know, if you're going to lose those entries, if you're not able to establish entries as they've struggled to all half, and then you're slow playing it, yeah, going to run out of time at the end of the day. That's a nice nade stack on to Kerrigan. They know there's been aggressive defense towards Banana. They catch him out. So finally, Virtus.pro have an opening kill, have a 5-on-4 advantage, and what can they do with it?
Twist's going to be in a position to try and capitalize now, having already lost a man inside of B. Right now he plays support for Rain and falls back just barely through the smoke, and just at the right time. Definitely had his mental clock ticking to make sure he knew when to retreat.
Oh, this is everything. This Molotov can actually force them out of position. Going for a bracket stake. Olaf's got to put out the Molotov, and he's going to use the smoke to fall back. That actually even blocks off the choke point entirely. That's a great nade. A beefy nade that does good damage, and broky converts over, flicks upward as he peeks around the corner unscoped. Olaf delay tactics with the utility is going to allow broky to get into the bomb site, and now he holds on to pit. A crossfire setup if you want to come up lane, and Rain is going to take the advantage to start pushing, but ooh, he's not going to hide. He wants to fight. Now falling back, and now he's got a flashbang to toss out as well. Going for the follow-up peek, he's taken, but Twist is still here.
Twist's backing off. He's going to be under pressure. Rotation's going in both directions, though, so it'll lock on Banana. In they go. James even with them. Double kill from Twist. Down goes the bomb as he holds true with the M4. Trying to get utility out, though. James will sneak around. No saving this time. He's surrounded, and he'll go down to Olaf as he tried to get the shot toward the ruins.
This is a great game plan brought out by FaZe, and the desk kind of mentioned it. This slow play style, the play style of Virtus.pro, can be so annoying and so frustrating to go up against, and a lot of teams, you know, have talked about that and kind of the annoyances nuances of it. But FaZe are just, you know, Olaf, every time the clock is running past 30 seconds, he's getting a fast flank. He knows that's going to be their final decision, and because they're finding some opening kills, there's not enough manpower to leave a lurker for Virtus.pro, which this slow style, that's kind of how they've always been able to have success. You're slow-paced, you start attacking a bomb site, but you have someone on the other side of the map who can make a play to open things up and give another option, but they're simply running out of manpower late into the rounds to be able to do that. FaZe is handling this just perfectly, and they seem real comfortable.
Very comfortable indeed. And speaking of comfort, this game determines who might be brought back out of their comfort zones. Back on a stage, back in an arena, back in front of hopefully an incredible crowd. Typically Swedish crowds are pretty good.
I believe Saturday and Sunday already sold out as well at the Major. So if you're looking for tickets, you're looking to come see some Counter-Strike action, start clearing up your Thursday, Friday. The quarterfinal matchups on those 2 days.
Just saying, if you want tickets, you bribe me enough money, I'll find you a way, okay? You guys send me your best offers.
Get that VIP pass.
That's right. Best offers, that's all I'm saying. Doesn't have to be monetary.
Halls pop. Kerrigan's in position for a fast flank if they do commit to the A-bomb site, already deep into Banana. Slowed down by smokes and the choke points they want to attack. YEKINDAR is going to lead the way. 8 and 10. Nobody in double digits for the Virtus.pro side of things. And no bodies from Virtus.pro in Banana making noise. So yeah, here's the Halls pop.
So Olaf again, though, that waits inside of the pit. Flash did catch out broky inside sight. Second one caught Olaf, so they were both out of position. And that's just enough for an opening, but broky tries to rotate it around. It's Kickert that gets the kill on him through the pillar. That was brilliant timing of just the flashes. And in go Virtus.pro, a much quicker pace, 35 seconds, bomb's gonna be planted now, and Rain is the only one left alive. And I don't know that there's an umbrella big enough in the world to save him from his own fate. That was horrible.
It's not your best work. It probably could use a little bit more time in the oven.
I'm getting too old for this.
It's okay. I'll have a day off.
Alzheimer's hitting me, can't really be clever anymore. Dementia. I guess I could run for the President of the United States, though.
All right, Counter-Strike. 10-4 in the favor of FaZe. A big lead, and Rain's going to get one kill on the exit. Jame still hunting him down. Rain going to lose the gun right at the end. And, well, I mean, finally, Virtus.pro have done it. This is kind of what they were looking for throughout that half, is getting FaZe to that breaking point and then taking all the guns away. Unfortunately for them, it's only going to get them an advantage in one single round, the final round of the first half. It just took so long to get there, which is a testament to the hot start FaZe have. At one point, opening things up with a 7-round run. So VP, when you finally get the defense in this kind of a position with this weaponry, you better capitalize on it and close the gap to 5. Kerrigan's going to push down mid. He's going to take a pause for a moment. There's the swing. Oh, Kickert. That's filthy. I couldn't tell if he was in the air when he hit that.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter. He's got the sick opening for this one. Kerrigan, sit down, son. Speaking of, by the way, Kerrigan has 12 kills. Second on the team to only broky, who had that incredible 7-kill start over everyone else. But that is a better performance than what he showed so far in this Legend stage. That is a lovely shot from Olaf. We mentioned Kerrigan's fallen off compared to what he did in Challengers, so this is a better sign, but that Deagle, that might pull him back into it. Olaf's going to try and creep up. He wants the gun. He's looking left, unaware that Flit was on the other side of the hallway, that he come in through the window, and as a result gets the kill. So no gun to be grabbed by Olaf, and it's just the MP9 that's still in play. Arguably, that's fine. Up close, got the movement, but it's the Deagles that have the range advantage. And meanwhile, bottom of Banana has 2 players trying to clear space for it at B, and it's Kickert, the first of which to try and do so.
Keep an eye on the clock, 35 seconds. 4 on 3. broky and Twist on the defense, but Twist is out of position. Oh, and his teammate went down. And this is so tough to get that SMG in the right position, but that's a lot of dinks coming out very, very quickly. The bomb's not committed, and this is what I just talked about. Yeah, they had put a lot of pressure on the A bomb site, but they left Kickert in that lurking position over towards Banana, and he says, look, you guys don't have a whole lot of players alive still. You're going to have to rotate someone over to try and hold on to that A bomb site. I'm just going to waltz in for free, and we can bring the bomb all the way back, and this is a classic Virtus.pro round, and it should net them a 5th.
So interestingly, they'll rotate back around through CT when you could have potentially justified one going Banana strictly to get that gun that was down inside a boiler. Nonetheless, it's on to Jame. They go with no utility, and the round ends. And so to the half at 10-5. Virtus.pro clawing back from that 7-1 deficit. Remember, though, they won the pistol, so the momentum didn't really stay with them long, did it?
No, I mean, that's kind of what we talked about. broky, he ends the half 18-5. He started out incredible. He was 12-3, I believe, in the first 7 rounds of play. I mean, he just got him out to a great start from there. I mean, he did his job. He just hit the shots he needed. Nothing crazy, but those first 5, 6, 7 rounds were absolutely wonderful, spectacular, especially the second round that he went into with the only M4 and nets 4 kills for his team. Second half pistol round coming in now. FaZe going to be on the attacking side. And Virtus.pro, a bit of a comeback to do. Not the craziest one we've ever seen, but if they can at least get this pistol and convert the second, they'd be living the dream.
It would be a pretty stellar position to be in. Reminder, and I'm sure you've seen it at the top of your screens on several occasions, Ancient is up next, as well as Overpass. And whoever loses this map will be anxious on Ancient, Jason.
Little alliteration for you out there?
Definitely not forced.
Ooh, mid-stack. This could be dangerous. Oh, but they're breaking it up at the wrong moment. Oh, YEKINDAR looks away. That's an important trade from Flit. It's still not going to pull Kickert back, who's convinced the B bomb site may get some attention pretty soon. Flit's going to go passive. Olaf hears the footsteps in lane, and he's calling it out for the moment. They are going to get into good position. Flit over in Graveyard, actually not secured. He's caught out in the open. That's a mistake. That's mispositioning from Flit, and that's going to likely cost them the pistol. Now they're in for a very, very tough retake.
broky puts the bomb down on top of the sights. They'll fall back inside of pits, leave Kerrigan to be a little bit forward toward Boiler. Makes contact already with Jame, who's working around from Arch. So they know that they're going to be at least pushing top mid. Olaf will spot the cross. No stunning shots as they run out just yet, but information is good enough as they trap them. They try and caress them in toward this beautiful setup, this trap, but that smoke is enough. Although Jame, running through it, still has rain to contend with, jumping up above it, and now they'll slaughter through the smoke as broky will get Buster. And 11-5, FaZe pick up this pistol, and what's the response going to be? What is the call? They didn't get a 3-kill stunning round like broky did to get a gun out, just like he did with the M4.
Yeah, man, that's a bummer. Flit, he's going to be kicking himself for that one. On the fallback, just not getting into Graveyard quick enough. That position of safety to defend against the Halls play. Out in the open with nowhere to go is an easy frag, and that opens the floodgates. 6-round lead for FaZe, 2nd-round investment for Virtus.pro. They're going to be fighting with CZs, a Deagle on Buster, and an SMG on Flit.
Twist. Still trying to work his way up top middle with Kerrigan. Smokes to go down and a flash as well inside of the cubby position. They even actually put that smoke deep inside of the archway. Ring gets Jame through the smoke. He's gone. And Kerrigan dinked. A little bit scared. Calling for his teammates to try and clear out the pit for him as broky go over the top and take down Flit. Kicker's very low and Twist will find him with the AK. Olaf even making sure everyone back in that corner is actually dead. YEKINDAR just basically saying, hey guys, look over here, as he doesn't hit any of those shots with the CZ, and he'll draw the attention of an angry Olaf.
This FaZe team is looking good. They're looking on the same page.
Semi-final phase, Jason.
I know.
Just, you know, can't say I'm right, but when I am, I'm definitely going to rub it in with you.
Look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still some time to play. Virtus.pro just need to, I mean, look, when they get the guns in their hands, they're going to have to go on a bit of a run and close the gap in the scoreline, make this feel a little bit more believable. they're not going to have a whole lot of options or a whole lot of opportunities or mistakes to give up in the second half, especially with FaZe converting this second. So, I mean, okay utility on YEKINDAR and Buster, but there shouldn't be anyone really investing a whole lot of money around those saved pistols, so not too much danger for the FaZe side.
International lineup of FaZe, and there is the last remaining North American player in this event. Joined over from Liquid a little bit earlier this year. Twists. We look all the way down the line to Rain on the end, who's most often, or more often than not, the quiet one on the team in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Always has kind of been that chill dude that just exists, goes about business.
A calm personality. Him and Olaf both, really.
It's true, yeah. Olaf's not exactly the most vocal person in the world either, but at least I think the difference with, you know, Olaf is he has that.
His game's loud.
His body language speaks to it too. Yeah,
yeah.
When he's super confident, you can almost see it on him in a different way. The kill leader, broky, has been pretty impressive throughout this game. Again, 7 kills in the AWP, but it was 7 kills in the first 2 rounds, and the impact that they had. The first one didn't win them, but the 3 kills on the pistol led to an M4 that's absolutely won the round that ensued. As we head toward B, it's Kerrigan. Nades in his hand. He's got a nade that he's actually already tried to deploy toward the back of the sights. They've also thrown out, his bounce towards sandbags. They've also thrown out the Molotovs. And this is a bit of a stack.
Yeah, this is a dangerous scenario for Virtus.pro, or excuse me, for FaZe. I'm actually surprised that Virtus.pro smokes off that choke point. They have 4 defenders here. Especially with the pistols, you'd think you'd want to lure them into the trap by not putting down a smoke. They delay things a little bit. Flashbang looking for a position to set up in. That's going to be from Jame. Just waiting for that smoke to clear and for the exec to be committed. Holding his nerve, but Kerrigan is going to give it away. Go, good shot from Buster. Now the flashbang comes in, and Twist is blind, but they still mow him down. broky comes in for a save. Oh, James going to go down through the smoke, and that's it.
Additional smoke deployed by Olaf towards CT, and then he'll spray his AK down to YEKINDAR. Not happy with his spray. He just makes sure the gun's not broken. Checks to make sure the body is with the pistol. As it goes 13-5, so very, very convincing game so far from FaZe. This is Virtus.pro's map choice. So it could be a very interesting situation when we do get onto Ancient. I know a lot of teams have been picking it, expecting that we've practiced it, we know it best, but everyone's kind of been bringing it into their pool. I've seen it a lot, more than I expected even in the Legend stage.
Yeah, a lot of teams have really been enjoying it, obviously. So it's become quite a fun map. broky chucking out the initial Molotov, keep anyone from peeking towards car, but outside of that, FaZe wants nothing to do with Banana to start, especially with that smoke down, and now they know the Molotov's on the other side of it. So utility exchange just designed to prevent map control, make it a bit more difficult. And that's a late peek from YEKINDAR. He's going to hold the trigger. He knows they're fighting in the flames if they want to get a good shot at it. Finds Kerrigan, just trying to escape danger right into his magazine, into his bullets. And Virtus.pro with the man advantage now on the CT side.
Rain still trying to work his way out from Boiler. YEKINDAR and Jame will hold off the arch side. Crossfire setup. James got the AWP in the cubby, though, which means he actually is the one that can get pinched and held, whereas I get what he wants. He wants to lure them in deeper and get those clean shots down the wall, but it's the M4 that has to fall off of it then. Typically, you'd expect to have that opposite, and the M4 can fight his way out of the corner. See how it plays out for them. Actually, that M4 is going to start to rotate off as well as YEKINDAR heads back over towards B, where broky and the bomb. Sounds like a sweet duet cover band. Maybe not even covers. There we go. That's what Jame wants. No support, though. He doesn't even have the rifle to come out. If he did that time, Rain would have been slow enough to react. It surely would have gone down. He'll lock Jame in, expects support to arrive, and YEKINDAR does and makes no mistake on it. And now the bomb comes back around. It's broky and Twist in a 2 versus 5, and they don't have any control of pits. It's a slaughter. It's going to be Virtus.pro with all 5 players staying up to go 13-6.
I think James' flashbang actually pegged Rain as he was walking through the smoke. It was a very cool play from Rain, but I think getting hit with that flashbang kind of gave YEKINDAR the heads up he needed to be prepared for a fight coming through arches. He might have thought he was safe with his teammate over in cubby, but that wasn't to be. Still, that's a really good start to the gun rounds for Virtus.pro. All 5 players survive. They handle it with ease, build up a little bit of money, a little cushion behind their investments. And now they're just 7 rounds back. Ooh, fast-paced. Rain's gonna lead the way up. This is an execute from deep. They're gonna go right at Rap side. James got that. Looking for a follow-up flashbang, but his teammate was blind. His teammate didn't have the opportunity to support him. That was Flit who had to call off the play. James was looking for a follow-up peek, but he couldn't get the resources he needed. Now Olaf being put into play. That's a brilliant flash from Kerrigan. It goes in the other direction, and this is so stunning from FaZe, and boy, do they deserve this round win. Jame in the back of the bomb site can do nothing, and YEKINDAR has evened things out in a 2-on-2.
The nade's gonna go in though. Twist already low. That'll do damage onto him. It's he and broky versus YEKINDAR and Buster. And I'm not sure how confident they are of this, but they're gonna try. Smoke goes down, bounces too far. It'll let them sneak down the far side of the wall, but that might be too obvious as broky already staring at the wide side of it. There's 2 flashes on the CT side. They've got the opening kill. It's all on the twist. YEKINDAR's gonna find him as well. Just clean peeks. Kit down beside the bomb, but he's got one anyway. So straight defuse. Actually, he didn't have one. He gave it over to his teammate who did, and then realized there was one right beside him. But nonetheless, they've got it.
Man, that's props to Virtus.pro for bringing out that round. That was a really, really deadly hit. That was well organized. I thought FaZe was going to knock them right out, but those A defenders just barely did enough. And YEKINDAR, obviously, I think that was a triple kill it ended up being in the round, but those peeks through the smoke, deadly. Yeah, that was the first. Swing out, find broky. Go right back into it and find twists. A little bit of gap in that smoke that made him feel a bit more comfortable to do that. So that's the money gone for FaZe. 2 players with armor, upgraded pistols, but oh, the nades from the CT side. That chews him up. The Molotov keeping him back in a perfect fight for YEKINDAR. He's starting to heat up into this game, which can't be good if you're FaZe at the moment. 16-13 for the Virtus.pro star.
YEKINDAR going down with that wall of smoke to give him a better position bottom side of Banana. The hold above him is from Buster. Jame knows they're coming through, nearly got a lineup on them, and Kickert is there. Those 2 together holding off the arch are going to be very hard to beat, and we get within 5 rounds now as Virtus.pro collect what is now their 3rd round in a row. We look in on them.
Broky's got 25 kills.
Pretty stunning. He's certainly been a talent that has made a name for himself very quickly in the scene.
Absolutely magnificent. Got a little bit more to do. FaZe just 3 rounds away from taking this opening map, but Virtus.pro look like they want to storm right back into the game. Deep smokes down, utility exchange in Banana. And FaZe don't mess with it, instead taking control of hulls as Rain jumps up. That smoke is a red flag. Everyone knows what that smoke means.
Olaf waiting it out as well as the Flames will cover off the bracket side, the arch side, or rather, excuse me, the quad side, as Jame is the one on the arch, as always, with his AWP. Smart incendiary. He actually puts it on the back of the smoke, so when they run through, they do take a bit of damage. The problem is, they also threw a deep smoke at the same time. And they get towards CT.
Yeah, they're going elsewhere.
Yeah, YEKINDAR's aware of this, though, so Jame can still turn this backwards. He's actually elected to run away from it. He doesn't want to get wrapped and cut off with the AWP too early. I'm not sure YEKINDAR knows. He's got to the tree.
He knows their only option is to push down mid. That's why you see the op rotating away. This is going to be tough for the defense. YEKINDAR just hoping he's not going to be cleared, not going to be checked, at least not for the first one, but they know his position now. Buster's got one deep, turns it into a one-front battle, and Virtus.pro handling it well until just then. But there's the flank down mid. That's why you push mid instead of clearing CT spawn. And Olaf's left in a 1 versus 3.
22 seconds. Back corner would have been safe, but Jame gets back to CT, and you're right, staying alive was the right call for him. YEKINDAR almost looked like he was doubting it, but as soon as the hit came top of Banana, he makes no mistake to find him, and Kickert's timing was perfect.
Jame trying to clear CT spawn with an AWP when you know 2, possibly even 3 players of FaZe have made it in there is impossible. That's essentially a death sentence. It would be so difficult to be able to be effective in that scenario, especially once library is smoked off. So yeah, the only option VP had was consolidate towards lane and push down mid. 4 rounds away now is Virtus.pro. The defense starting to look strong. And Jame started to look confident with the op as well.
Smoke still down, YEKINDAR through it. Molotov as well, so they're definitely looking for that early banana control on the Virtus.pro side. 3 smokes still for them as well for defensive purposes. And 3 incendiaries, so things looking good. Oh my goodness, YEKINDAR, no way. You don't want to do that. And that's actually reasonable timing. I think he still checks right. Who wouldn't coming out from this position? But it could have been a lot worse for Kerrigan. He actually was hugged against the wall enough that they had to do a double take. Now he's low on HP, Kerrigan, 22. But if he can get that M4 over to a teammate's hands, that's a super relevant gun to have for them in this round. And it's, there you go, into broky's hands and now transferred to Rain.
Yeah, broky's like, man, I'm good. I got a deagle.
It's pronounced Degal.
He also doesn't have armor, was probably the main reason why it's passed over. Jame going to hold on rap side, and against pistols, they've doubled up on this side. FaZe, they've seen this look about 3 times, and Jame, that's a slow shot from him. That puts a lot of pressure on Flip, but again, it's bait. It's Kerrigan just hopping in with low HP. He's provided the trades needed to entry into the bomb site.
That's actually so sick. He just jumps in like, come on, boys. I ain't fooling around, just shoot me. And then Rain recovers immediately with that M4. It's Jame and Buster, and I think we know what that means. In this situation, can't be blamed. Even though there's enough money that could justify trying to hold for exits, it's a tough thing to do when there's 4 players up for FaZe, and it will be a 14th round for them. They're getting close now.
Oh no, James slow on the trigger. A great entry, great distraction from Kerrigan. We'll give him an assist, an unofficial assist. And that is a crushing round to lose. I was kind of wondering, the last time we saw FaZe with pistols, they went rap side, they went right at Kickert and Jame. I was wondering if FaZe was going to catch off after seeing it twice, that against low economy rounds, VP's defense stacks 2 players on the rap side, if they would kind of try and take advantage of that by going lane, and that was just perfect. That was better than I could have ever even imagined it. Talk about a hiccup in your comeback. That was looking good for quite a few rounds. 4 rounds straight for VP before stopped in that one.
Kicker going aggressively toward middle early with the M4. It'll be a nade down mid, so that'll do actually less damage than... I don't know why I hype up nades anymore, Jason. Please tell me.
I don't know.
They're so disappointing. But at the same time, they're not overpowered, which is also a problem in some other games. Especially with the timings in Counter-Strike. Oh. But yeah, it just tickles Kerrigan. He's taken additional damage actually since then. That was by way of bullet. And it was he and YEKINDAR that had that exchange, as Buster will try and fire down Banana and try and hide and mask the fact that YEKINDAR's still in the corner at the bottom. So it's back over toward A that we turn our focus, as does FaZe. And it'll be cross, smokes, Molotovs to cover off both sides of the top mid position. Rain holding now the angle to see if anyone's going to re-peek out from the quad, but Jame is waiting in front of Library. He's not aggressive this time toward top middle. He's got that op at the ready, though. And interestingly as well, inside of the site, it's Kickert that will play off of this because they've already rotated Buster around to cover the arch. So any split that FaZe try and do with 40 seconds, there's a really strong setup in just about every instance. They've got a 1-2 punch on Arch, and they've got a crossfire to cover off anyone coming out of balcony toward the pit.
Not a lot of utility for FaZe either. Enough. They've got a smoke. They've got 2 flashbangs. There's for small pit. Here it comes. All about these entries off balcony. Kerrigan's going to lead the way. He drops into pit, but Flit's here ready and waiting. He's not at the broken wall. And now the rest of VP, they just use that gap to push up into aggressive positions, and it's a slaughter.
Yeah, that one was, I think, too obvious that it was going to be. The crossfires were perfect. And yeah, like you said, no utility. You're not even going to move that. The fact that like Kickert's just able to dance around the boxes, Jame can look both directions should he need to. Bit too easy, I think, for Virtus.pro that time, as they'll find their 9th.
The round was easy. This comeback has been tough.
A 10th, excuse me. Look at the money on Jame as well. These guys are in a brilliant position right now.
Yeah, I mean that's a little bit of one positive you can chalk up to the Virtus.pro side is at the moment they don't need to be super concerned. I mean, you're always somewhat concerned about your money, but yeah, with another buy behind him with Jame with that much cash, you're not worried about getting broken or reset. YEKINDAR, good push, good transfer over, great damage through the smoke, but broky just stays alive barely. Kerrigan's gonna come through. That's a deagle. I think he regrets that. I think he gets through the smoke all happy, and then realizes it's exactly what VP wanted. 5 on 3.
Incendiary down will hold Rain off for a moment. And even though it's not deep control of Banana, they're gonna back off it and stack the site instead because they don't want to. Well, they don't really have a whole lot, to be fair, but they don't want to use any more utility. Buster has rotated away. He's got a smoke. That's over on the A side of the map. Jame has the other. And he's here this time, but he wants the clean shot, clean vision, as the AWP will get the first. He now drops the smoke, and with 49 seconds left, Olaf and broky are going to try and get away from this one. I think probably even just call the save. I know it seems early, but 5 on to 2, and as we mentioned, the money is starting to get really out of hand. This is going to put Virtus.pro pretty much in a situation to buy for, what, three, maybe 4 rounds, depending on how those play out? But it would only be 2 that they could lose in succession anyway, yeah. Jason, so they're fine for the rest of the game, essentially. Yeah, well, yeah, it could get interesting, but certainly at the moment, it's all good. FaZe can lose some rounds with getting 3-4 kills and grind it down that way, but yeah, they're fine. All 5 players alive, and this is going to tick away, so 14-11. And FaZe really not having, I mean, look, they have that 1 round with the pistols that they're able to win, where Kerrigan gets the kill of YEKINDAR pushing down Banana. They end up getting a couple nice entries, baiting Kerrigan on the entrance to the A bomb site. Outside of that, when in these gun rounds, for the most part, Virtus.pro has been dominating them. FaZe still haven't been able to find an answer with the AKs in hands of where to go, of where to find success. A lot of set pieces, a lot of attacks towards the A bomb site. Hasn't yielded him a whole lot. James doing a very good job over there. YEKINDAR's already obviously picked it up in this second half as well. 18 kills for him. He's doing a good job in Banana. Timeout called by FaZe, coming to an end. It's the attacking side that's got to worry about their cash flow. Up on broky. Galil's on Twist and Kerrigan. Not a whole lot of nades. They've got 4 smokes to utilize, a pair of flashbangs, and a pair of Molotovs. Key waiting. Can't get the shots. The smoke will immediately bloom on top of the flames as it extinguishes them and extends the positioning and control for Virtus.pro of Banana.
Yeah, looked like he wanted to get aggressive. Looked like he wanted to find some kind of a pick. Use his Molotov to extinguish the smoke at an odd angle that Virtus.pro wouldn't have expected, but that opportunity didn't come until it was too late.
Quiet game from Buster, only 8 kills for him.
This is, I mean, FaZe have no more flashbangs now. So yeah, you can set up the 2 smokes at Coffin and towards CT, but it's gonna, you don't have any of that flashbangs to force them off any kind of angles. So I'm not sure exactly what FaZe's plan is going to be quite yet, but one thing's for sure, at some point they're just going to have to win straight up a fight.
And the problem is the setup again is similar. Now this time they don't have Buster that's rotated over, so chance they can try and expose Jame. He's a bit aware of that as well, so he wants to get utility down to support his teammates. Goes back out, should have a shot here. Clean and easy on Kerrigan, and he knows not to re-peek because he knows they're going to be pushing around.
He's got to hurry.
He does have to hurry. He's going to be the open, and Rain gets the shot at him clean. That gives Twist the access. Flick goes down. There's the fights you were talking about. And even though it goes to a 2-on-2, it's Twist that turns and catches YEKINDAR. Kid Canuck does it once again with 2 kills in the round. broky has 1, and it's all down to Buster. As broky on the AWP will stay on top of the site, Twist will get in immediately beside him to potentially try and play this in succession and go for the trade. Buster, he's got a kit, but he has no utility to work with. And he's going to wrap the arch side, looking for where Twist may have gone. This will eliminate most instances that he stayed back toward library, that he's gone toward the site, but Buster's going to have to get his move on because Bomb is already in the duration of which the defuse would need to occur, and Twist gets the shot cleanly onto him.
Man, that was a bit weird. That was a bit lazy from Jame after the first kill onto Kerrigan. He actually could have stuck around more with the AWP, but not only not giving it up, but slowly kind of progressing towards Graveyard, not really making his, like, the indecisiveness of it is kind of what ended things. The follow-up player, if it wasn't going to be someone from elsewhere, Twist was surely going to be able to wrap on James' position. Even YEKINDAR kind of rotating in after presence had been shown on Rap side with his knife out. So a couple curious plays from Virtus.pro defense. And it gives FaZe an unlikely round in which they didn't have a whole lot of utility, a whole lot of tools to play with. And now it's backs against the wall. Now it's got to be 4 rounds straight for Virtus.pro. And remember what the desk said. Virtus.pro, for whatever reason, just so hard to put away in these scenarios. I think Rain's been spotted. Flit's going to push up aggressively to find that kill.
Flit the fire starter. He gets the kill already in this round. So remember, he just stepped in before this event and replaced Sanji. A controversial move before a major, but if they make it through to the legend stage, perhaps it will receive less criticism than it has so far in this event. Right now, though, FaZe 1 round away from taking the map off of them. Their map choice, Inferno. And YEKINDAR going down, despite, though, that Kerrigan and Rain have been lost, does create a bit of a gap in the defense. It has to be exposed.
This could be tough for Jame. This could be a one and done if they decide to turn this corner. Smoke for left side mid. James gonna have a tough decision to make after the first shot. Oh, and he missed it. Now it gets even more difficult. Oh, he misses another one. And now they've got the wide angle. He finally does take down Twist, but all the pressure on Flit.
So Twist gone, but you're right, Flit is alone, at least for the moment. Now they've got a player rotating already in toward Library. That's going to be Kickert, and he knows he needs to go early. There's no smoke down to cover his gap, his line of sight, and Olaf's caught as a result. broky will put the bomb in position. No money left over for FaZe. Virtus.pro would buy a few rounds with this, and broky trying to get an angle. Doesn't hit the first. Fires at the box. They know they're approaching. He's got to be worried about the smoke behind, as Flit will eventually come out from the pit and take him down.
Missed Molotov on the hit from Olaf. That was supposed to go behind the broken wall and flush Flit out into the open, but obviously just bounces off the front and allows him to just stay there safely. He just put a hand warmer underneath his
booty?
No, underneath the headphone strap. He's got a cold head.
Well, now you could say he's hot-headed.
Nice. There we go. See, just took a little bit of time to get warmed up into the day.
It's true. Is that another hand warmer joke?
It wasn't, but it works.
Yeah, it does. Maybe that's just what I need. Give me some hand warmers.
We'll get you a package in Stockholm. It'll be all good. 15-12. Virtus.pro still need 3 more. Tech 9 and Mac 10 for FaZe. Man, this is going to be fast. This is going to be aggressive. They're even going to ignore the Molotov. Put out Kerrigan jumping around the corner. He's got pace. He's got speed. The dink is going to be cleaned up. Now the crossfire is set in, but so much utility from the defensive side. And what is that? Jumping P250. So much pressure being applied to Virtus.pro, and they're just going to hang on for dear life.
Yo, Olaf's got an op in the pit, bro. This just got weird in a hurry. What a shot from Twist. And now Olaf, stepping out, knows that they are likely rotating around. He's taking YEKINDAR. He goes to the Tech 9. Are we back in 2015? Is Olaf, the legend of all, going to step up and take the first map away from Virtus.pro? As it is he versus Buster, but from the smoke, Buster is going to make sure Virtus.pro stay alive.
Ooh, everyone breathe. That got weird in the best of ways. Almost vintage Olaf in the 1v3. Man, Virtus.pro, that was so much pressure. FaZe did a lot with a little, helped out by luck as well. Last second jumping in the air before the Molotov burns him out. And you could feel it. I almost believed. I thought he was going to win that after the second kill.
We're seeing the greatest side of Olaf again in this tournament. It's been so fun to watch. But that is brutal. The fast pace, that's inspiring though.
Listen, that was a great way to have a dangerous element with a very low buy. Remember, Matt, this is kind of what I touched on. One of the ways FaZe, you can grind down that economy, and they've got a very awkward situation for Virtus.pro. A couple players low on cash. Even in a losing effort, if they can get enough kills, it might deplete some of the resources for the final round to help FaZe close it out. But they've got a 5-on-4, and now they hit the go signal.
They hit the go, but slowed down by the flames. Twist wants to go through it. Takes a tap from that Molotov. They know they're close. That means Buster wants to swing, but Twist looks away from the flash. And Jame has actually blinded up his teammate slightly in that process. I don't think he was fully blinded, but it still won't help the cause as James, stuck inside the smoke, has everything in front of him, but nothing he can see. As Kerrigan will not only put the bomb down, he'll depart for Banana. Now he's low on HP, so he's looking for information, of which there will be none to find. And that in itself says all they need to know, as Twist and Rain will stack themselves at the coffins, trying to find The trade, at the very least. The close angle. The flash is perfect. Rain's got to fire into it. Twist is blind as well. And Rain now, he's running out of ammo. He's only got 5 left. And that is a solid execution to get back in the site. But they have forgotten about one man. And it's the man who nearly won it in the last round as he fires toward the bomb. Kerrigan needs to support him. He hasn't gone yet. But Olaf makes amends for the last one. And it's now 16-13 FaZe take Inferno.
Oh, that got so tough. FaZe, they just find the way at the end. And that's Kerrigan, the in-game leader, picking up the pace. And the round previously, and that one is just like, look, we got the advantage. We got a 5-on-4. We got to pick at the B bomb site. Let's just go. Let's not over.